Thank you, Daniel. Yes, it's a great pleasure to be here. Welcome to this panel that is very, very interesting with key players of the ecosystem that really boost the startups and the innovation. Okay, just briefly to introduce myself, I'm Ana Duran from InnoBooster. We also aim at boosting these startups, these technological projects that needs to grow up. And I have the great pleasure of introducing today 4 key players. One of them is Gabriel from Iberia. It's the transformation director of Iberia. Begoña also is here from EIT Food, the director of the south of EIT Food. And Elisa is the director of internationalization at ICEX. And here we had Diana Moran coming, the Minister of Science and Technology. But in her replacement, we have Teresa, that is her right hand, let's say, that is coming to the stage. So please give them a very warm applause to these great key players. Sí.
¿Está bien?
Yes. Very welcome. Great. Take a seat. Super. All right. Let's start with Begoña. Begoña, tell us a little bit about the role. We know that EIT Food, EIT is a branch of European Union, and you are key to strengthen the innovation. So please tell us about the role of KICS and how do you bring innovation in the Spanish ecosystem grow?
Okay, thank you for introducing me. Yes, EIT is the European Institute of Technology, and we have 8 communities, innovation communities, inside EIT. Mm-hmm. We bring together business, leadership business, together with education, research and technology, and startups, and we construct partnership across borders. So that's what we are. What we do is we collaborate in this triangle between education, research, and business to solve the main problems that we have in our corresponding sectors. So we have, I'm representing here not only our food sector, that they have a quite big challenge, as you can imagine, with food security, with sustainability, and boosting the entrepreneurship sector, area in our sector. But as well, I'm representing EIT Manufacturing, EIT Health, and EIT Urban Mobility.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh, wow.
Yes, my colleagues are around here.
Great responsibility here.
Yeah, the 4 of us, we have hubs, innovation hubs in Spain. And we are extremely active in the south of Europe and in Spain. So we push between ourselves about between 65 and 75 million euros every year we bring into the Spanish ecosystem, constructing new products, new services, boosting the creation of new companies, training the new generations for our sectors. So that's what we are.
Great, thank you very much. Great, Begoña, thank you. And I'd like to ask Elisa Carbonell, the Director of Internationalization of ICEX. What an important institution. ICEX is a Spanish organization. I assume you know, but just for a reminder, it's a Spanish organization that supports and boosts innovation in Spanish companies and also helps foreign companies to implement their projects, their innovation projects or any other kind of projects in Spain. So tell us, Elisa, which are the topics and the grants that really are in ETHEX that where innovation and internationalization come together?
Well, first of all, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for considering me a key player. I was very proud to hear that.
You are?
Well, I try to be, which means I'm doing my job correctly. Yes, it has been a little bit of confusion between innovation and internationalization. Internationalization is a very complicated word to say in English, but it also, I think, it is a form of innovation. There's something very innovative about becoming international, okay? You have to innovate in the way you attack a market, your distributors, how your branding, marketing, everything. So internationalization comes with innovation, I think, together, okay? And what do we do? Yeah, we actually help and boost the economy to become more international through our companies, through our startups, SMEs, and also by attracting investment and talent from abroad and encouraging to come here in Spain. Now, you asked me about trends. I think it's on the ETHEX DNA to take into account innovation, technology, digitalization. It's on our strategic plan. Couldn't be otherwise.
Exactly.
So what we do is I'm going to try and nail down a little bit all this great talk about internationalization and innovation and everything, which is pretty cool, but I like it a little bit abstract, less abstract. So what do is we identify real opportunities, business opportunities, we mean business, abroad, and we create instruments to help our companies to actually go for those opportunities. So what do? We have different programs, such as what we call Desafía. It is a program for startups. We take them 2 weeks abroad to a main or a leader city on innovation and startups to actually get to really know the ecosystem over there. So we get know-how, we get contacts, we get contacts with all the relevant players abroad. Where have we already done all these desafías? In San Francisco, in Tel Aviv, in Singapore, in the Netherlands. We're about to go to Berlin, London. So what we do is, sometimes it is horizontal, multi-sectoral, and sometimes, like in the Netherlands, it's a vertical, food tech in this case. So we do that. We also have a very nice program which is called Rising Startups, where we get startups from abroad to come here to add to our ecosystem for a year or so with a program, which means it enriches, right, our ecosystem here. We do a lot of, we boost open innovation. We identify abroad foreign corporates that are looking for solutions through open innovation. And what we do is missions with companies and startups, Spanish startups, that could actually help that corporation. That helps them go international. That, I think, it's a challenge. It's innovation. That's what we do in... I don't know if I answered your question.
Great, yes, lots of initiatives going on from ETHEX. Remember, you can apply to the grants of ETHEX and they will help you to go international and to do anything else. Elisa is leading the international brand, so you can rely on her.
Well, on the whole ETHEX, it's not only me. We are a very good team of people.
Yes. Okay, well, Gabriel, tell us, Iberia is really made in Spain leading brands, right? It's just a very young, 95 years old company, very young. It's such an important thing to innovate at this point, right?
Yeah, correct. So first of all, thank you very much, Anna. Thank you for being here with my colleagues. Thank you, South Summit. Madrid city, and Maria and her team to organize this. So in 20 seconds, Iberia is an airline nearly 95 years old, but we have a young mindset that I think is what is needed in the innovation world to succeed. I don't know where to start because in Iberia we want, let's say, to make innovation happen. We like PR, but it's not our leitmotiv. Okay, so we make products live for our customers and our team. Okay, so I remember 2019, I was here in the same place doing the unboxing of our WhatsApp channel. Okay, so 3 or 4 years after, our WhatsApp channel in Iberia is the biggest one in Spain and the third one in Europe. Okay, and we started all of that with a startup that joined our program Hangar 51 that we run jointly with British Airways, Aer Lingus, Vueling. So we make things happen. This is our leitmotiv. So best WhatsApp channel. All the things that we have done, we have innovation, internal innovation, where our team and our employees try to promote their ideas and make them happen, and we do so. And as well, working with external talent. We do work a lot with an association of startups that is called Aviation Tech Hub, that is based in Madrid, and we have worked with 4, 5, or 6 of those. So, for example, we just go to the house of our customers, pick up the baggage, and put it in the plane for them, so they can go to the airport without baggage, with their families, kids, or whatever, avoiding that stress point at the airport. And then we do it with Bag on Board, with Felix, which is a great guy. We have another startup from Badajoz, Renaissance, that is helping us with the digitalization and virtual reality of our seats. And when you go to buy and select a seat in our webpage, you can see actually which seat are you going to be sitting on, and they are helping us as well with the NFT wall. Okay, and we have many of these examples. We are working as well because we are an ecosystem with the Minister of Science and Industry and with the ICEX. In fact, thank you for the money that you're giving us.
No, we don't give money.
They
we
have
give know-how and information.
Yeah. They have helped us in 3 main projects. The omni-channel strategy, you help us to fund that project. The biometrics, so we run a trial that is going to scale in order to allow the customers going through the airport and board just by the face. That is what we call. And the minister has helped us a lot. And as well, in the AI world, we are using AI in customer and commercial. I as well have the honor to lead the technology and customer area within Iberia, apart from transformation. And they are helping us, the AI, in order to predict how many customers are going to go to the airport. That I have to say that the models last year and the previous one were a complete disaster. We have to renew them, all of them. So we are working with many startups, and we are really proud of doing so. Okay.
Can I ask him a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
When you said you could see where you were going to be seated? Are you going to be able to see who is going to be seated next to you or not? Because I think that could be pretty interesting.
Sometimes this is you have something to do there as well.
But no,
Okay? Sometimes you can select who you travel. You know what? There's an interesting topic here. Japan Airlines, do not tell you who is going to fly with you, but they put a small icon with a baby that says, okay, you're flying here, there is a baby here, up to you if you book this.
But if you want the seat,
we are not so brave to do it.
100 euros more, right?
Because we love babies. We have a family airline, and we are proud of being Spanish and have this style of warm welcome to our guest, and even if it's a baby or it's a 90 years old guy. But yes, there are some initial movements in that area in the world.
Super. Great. Thank you very much, Gabriel. Okay, Teresa, tell us a little bit more. We know that you are a key transformator in the national level. So tell us, how do you foster innovation in the private sector?
Okay, so first of all, thank you very much for inviting us. And sorry, I apologize for the minister who was not able to come today because she has a very crazy agenda, I have to say. So I hope that I will be able to talk to you about a little bit about the things we do with innovation. I mean, we are doing different things in innovation, particularly the big change, I would say, in the government now is that innovation is transversal in all the ministries, in almost all the ministries. Maybe some of them not, but I won't tell you who they are.
Which one?
So but there are some of them that they are very... So innovation, you can find innovation particularly in everything related with digital, telecom, industry, ecological transition, but also in agriculture, in fishery, I mean, in transportation, of course. So we have innovation, and it's very, very transversal. So I'm very proud to be the Secretary General for Innovation of the Spanish government, but actually I'm not, so sorry about that. Yeah? It's true that in our ministry, we deal very much with what is disruptive innovation. So we don't deal with things that are incremental or things that are very, very, things that are based on new deployments or new business model, things like that, but much more on new technologies. So we have an agency that is a public entity, that is CDTI, that is the Center for Development and Technological Innovation now, because we are changing the name of that. And CDTI offers a wide variety of different financial aids to the companies who want to do innovation. Not only innovation, but industrial R&D, which is very, very important, which is quite different at the end.
Lots of lines of grants in the CDTI.
Yeah, there are many different types of grants. But I would say that it's not only grants. It's not only granting projects. It's also what we are doing. We are diversifying since, I say, 2018, more or less. We have diversifying very much, and we are doing now a lot of public procurement for innovation. So we have an office that are doing, I said, they are buying prototypes that don't exist for the Spanish administration. And also we do a lot of investing. So we participate in equity with private investors and in a co-investing way in a fund that is called Invierte with double N, so remember that. It's very, very interesting because we have, I say, more than 80 companies that are invested with more than 140 million euros. So I say, and some of them are very successful, some others not, but the thing is that we need the public support of that for those companies to be funded, to be really funded and to make them grow. Because sometimes these very technological startups are small, and sometimes they keep small, and they are always small, and we don't like that. So what we want to do is to power them up, I say, also with internal money, and also to give the opportunity to grow and to give benefits to the society. That is our main aim. So in our case, it's CDTI, but we have also an agency that relates very much with basic research on our PROs or our universities and so on.
Great, great. I have a question for you both, Elisa
the public
and
part.
you. Yes, yes.
Oh.
Because it's true that there are regions, or yes, concretely regions that are especially innovative, also because they have grants, they have really points where the companies, the SMEs, or big corporates as well, or startups, really can rely this innovation. They can really push the innovation forward in order to really go faster. And probably ETHEX and CDTI, for example, are main players that are able to make it more transparent, faster, more reliable in terms of time. So do you have any initiative now going on to make it even better so that really companies want to really believe in it more and more.
So go ahead. In the meantime, I will.
Ya lo he visto, ya. No me he dado cuenta, pero vale. Secretaria General,
No, I can
Ana,
do
a
it, I can
Directora General. Okay. So, who do we have to convince? Who has to believe more into
Yeah, the question,
scaling up?
to sum up, the question was if there are like new initiatives now going on to foster the participation of SMEs, corporates, and startups in grants or initiatives.
Can I begin?
I was going to say, you're an accelerator, right?
Sure.
So, you have noticed we have not such a good gender balance.
Yeah, I
just
was going to
here.
say, are you okay? Are
Thank
you
you
feeling
for,
fine?
That's
you
good.
for
That's
helping.
something that should be
Like a
happening
one-off.
more often.
But this is not the common percentage that we have in entrepreneurship, and especially in the VC, in the companies that are investing in startups. So this is something that we realize is only 12% of the senior people in companies that invest that are females. So the KICs, the EITs in Spain, we promote one new program that we have developed, and now is open. So that's why I'm going to do my publicity time.
Great opportunity.
now.
Yes.
They are open for females that want to apply for being part of another startup or be part of a VC fund. We are granting them some months, like 6 months, for be trained with the aim that this funding industry as well is picking up females, and the gender balance is a bit more equivalent on this issue. So we are calling this program Supernovas because we want females to shine. As I said, you can Google it in Supernovas EIT, and they are open for young females that of the STEAM areas that wants to join the startup ecosystem, or for female-led startups that want to internationalize, wants to scale up and make their business grow and be more mature. So that's for me.
So now I had the time to think about my answer. Thank you very much, Begoña. Sorority. So now what we do in every time we participate in a fair, in a trade fair or whatever, what we try to do is to get together all the relevant players in the ecosystem. You have to understand that it always has an international component, okay? So it's either international funds or international corporates or international startups, but we get together all the ecosystem around us in order to boost scale up, and also internationalization is a way of growing. But you have to have the tools, which is a good strategic plan, which is all the information, and someone coming along with you. The ICEX has not only its headquarters in Madrid, but also 30 offices in Spain, las direcciones territoriales, where we actually go fishing for great startups, innovation, talent, and everything. And we also have a network of more than 100 offices around the world, which means that we are on site. We know the ecosystems, we have the contacts, and which means that we can actually design like these very cool programs to visit abroad, to see universities, accelerators, funds, other startups. So we actually work with all the ecosystem, because I think you cannot work with only one part or two without working with the others.
Great.
Okay, in our case, I will tell you that now we
30
are
seconds.
Yes, we are opening our grant calls, and we have now it's open Neotech, which is very, very. I say we have a lot of demand on that. is for startups, for deep tech startups, and it will close, I don't know, in next month, I would say in July. The second call that is open now, it's PTA, that is the technological program for aeronautics, which is technology particularly for aeronautics, that is part of the PERTE, of the strategic project in aerospace that we are running in Spain.
Enormous program, the PERTE.
Oh, yes. We'll be
Enormous
presented
program.
tomorrow morning.
Great.
Yeah, say, watch
Great
the
news.
TV tomorrow morning. And
See, that's why the minister couldn't come.
yeah, something. And another thing that we are opening are CDTI missions, which are 6 topics that are selected from our main goals, and are projects that have to be in cooperation in between large, medium-sized, small startups, and also the research area. And regarding to what you have said, it's interesting that we had an experiment of having a neotech for women that was open, I say it's now closed because it was open, months ago, and we had a big success, I would say. We have 5 million for that, and they are not, it's not equity, but it's granting for startups, deep tech startups that are led by women. So that's another point that we detected, and I think this is mainly our main things. But
And Gabriel, how
Yeah.
how do you innovate? How do corporates innovate? Tell us a little bit more.
Okay, so basically, as I said, we innovate internally, asking our people, okay, which good ideas do you have, and putting a budget behind that, which is the important thing to make innovation happen. And we innovate externally, you know, and just 2 final messages from my side. So we started to learn how to work with startups 4, 5, 6 years ago. Okay, we were not good doing so. Okay, this is a marketing claim for all of you. We were not doing. We have the motivation to do it. Right now, it's a different thing. Okay, we do know how to work with you guys, the ones that are startups. We like startups led by women, men, young, old, every geography. Okay, so we don't have any bias at all. So I just ask you, okay, if you have a good idea and you have to scale up, we are ready for that. We have a platform as well. So 5 years ago, we have two issues, basically. Our mindset. So we're an airline, safety first. Okay, so we kept that, guys. Don't think we are not. So safety first. So in that environment, startups was not was not perceived as a good thing rather than as a risk. Okay, but we have changed our ways of working, and now is working. And we have a much more open platform that the startups can plug in, because I remember those initial days. And my team is, I can see faces of Iberia team here, and thank you for all your work and just taking the opportunity, and over the pandemic as well, that we have been, one of the industries has been more impacted, so thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. And we, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, just create an API for a startup just to consume was 1, 2 months, 3 months. Okay, and I can see the faces of the guys that were working with us. Like, no way, it can be. I'm going to do it for tomorrow morning. I said, okay, I'm going to do it for 3 months, in 3 months. So we have just fixed that. So very welcome to all of you, either through our open innovation programs, Hangar 51, which is jointly in conjunction with British Airways, Vueling, Aer Lingus. So you will be getting access to different geographies and airlines, or just contact us directly. Some of the startups that I've just mentioned, they just contact us, and we are open to this. We are not going to say, okay, no, yes. We are never reply LinkedIn. No, that's not true. We reply LinkedIn either if it's for saying, I have an opportunity, yes, I clearly see that, or not. Okay, so I'm just inviting you to contact us and the team, and we are looking forward to improve our customer experience. And we will give you access to 25 million customers. And that reach is usually what this industry have. You change the people's life. Our purpose is to generate prosperity, flying people from Madrid to the world. And there are a lot of people wanting to do that, and you can have access to that. And we're looking forward to work with you. Not only
Great.
startups, as well corporates, as well VCs. We love to work with many people.
Great role. Iberias, yes, thank you very much. So just to sum up this great panel, the big role of the hubs to help ecosystem grow up. This is very important to understand what is a disruptive innovation. A real disruptive innovation is a really new technology. And lots of grants and initiatives going on to help all of you. So thank you very much for boosting this ecosystem, and hope to see you soon next edition.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.